Hey, all, welcome back to the Fire and Water Cooking Podcast. No guest today, just me. Got some things to talk about, one of which is my contest that's going on right now. I'll be back. We'll talk about some products, some things coming up, and the contest. I'll be right back.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from fire and water.
Hey, all, I want to take a second and talk about Inkbird's brand new instant read thermometer, the IHT1S. This thing has a lot of great high-end features at a very affordable price. It is 100% waterproof with an IP67 rating, 2 to 3 second ultra-fast response time, backlit, fully rechargeable, no batteries to replace. This thing has got all the high-end features that you would want in an instant read thermometer. Very durable. So check it out, guys. Check out the Inkbird IHT1S instant read thermometer. I think you're going to love it. It'll be your go-to instant read from now on. And now back to the Fire and Water Cooking Podcast. Hey, all, welcome back to the Fire and Water Cooking Podcast. I am Darren. I am your host, of course. And today it's just me. I don't have any guests, but I got a lot to cover. Usually when I have guests, I don't really cover a lot of the stuff that I want to talk about. I usually am tied up with what the guests are talking about, or we have an agenda. And I usually have some other people on. We talk about certain things. But today I wanted to go over a few things that I got going on the Fire and Water Cooking Facebook pages and groups and all that, so everybody knows. And then I want to go over some things that are coming up with the podcast, go over some of the products and things that I got going on that I've been using, some of the stuff I'm testing out, just so you guys know what's going on. But I want to welcome you back. Hopefully I don't bore you too much. I try to keep it lively, keep you full of information here. So if you bear with me, one of the first things I want to talk about, and I want to make sure that you guys know, if you don't follow me on Facebook or Instagram or on my website or anything like that, you need to, because I'm actually doing a giveaway drawing this the end of February that started beginning of this month, and it runs till the end of February. So if you haven't looked at that yet, I'm going to put a link in the description below. But I'm also going to go ahead and share my screen so you can actually see it here and know what I'm talking about. So if you take a look right there on my website, fireandwatercooking.com, under my blog post, you'll see Fabulous February giveaway. And if you see right there, what I'm doing, since it was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which is my hometown team here, we're in the Super Bowl at home. I figured I could do a really big giveaway here. And I've got some of my partners that actually agreed to kick in some prizes so that people that follow me, listen to the podcast, follow me on Facebook and YouTube and all that, have the ability to win some great prizes. So I got 3 prize packages. Everybody that wins a prize package will get a copy, signed copy, color copy, hard copy of my book, Fire and Water Cooking. And so you'll have that. You'll also get a 10-piece sampler of Fresh Jack's gourmet spices. That's going to be coming directly from Fresh Jack. So everybody that wins, the 3 winners will win those 2 things. And then the first winner will have the pick of all 3 different prize packs. So the way I usually do my drawings and giveaways is I will have 3 winners. The first winner gets to pick out of the 3 prize packages. The second one gets to pick out of the 2 that are left, and the third one gets whatever's left over. That way, I feel that the first winner, the grand prize winner, gets to kind of pick what he wants, or they want, she wants, he wants, they want. And then the other 2, the second winner gets to choose from what's left over. And then, the third winner, the third place, gets whatever nobody else wanted. So it doesn't mean you're going to have a bad prize package. Just means that, for being the first winner, you do get the option of picking out of the 3 different prizes. So just the kind of way I thought that would work the best on these giveaways. But so the first prize package, and like I said, you can pick this. If you're the first winner, you can pick this one, or you can pick any of the other 2. But it is the Avid Armor US V32 chamber vacuum sealer you see here. I had one of these and it works really, really good. So it fits right in a regular kitchen. It's not an industrial size unit, but it does work really well. It's adjustable as far as the vacuum time and the seal time and all that. And it's got some great options, and it fits just about anywhere you want to put it. It does have, it's a chamber sealer, so it does have some benefits over a channel type sealer that people might like. So that's the biggest prize, because it's, MSRP is $5.99. That's what they sell for. They usually don't discount these. $5.99 for a chamber sealer is a great deal, especially one like this. So that's the first prize. Second prize is a complete Anova sous vide package. I've worked with Anova before, and they're offering up this whole package of the Anova Nano, a vacuum sealer, and the smaller container that they have. So you get a complete sous vide setup kit if that's what you want. So you get to pick first and second winner, you get to pick from this as well. So complete is pretty much sous vide container and vacuum sealer setup from Anova. The third prize package is from Inkbird, and it's all Inkbird products. And it is their barbecue or grill smoker temp controller that they came out with here. It's got Wi-Fi and Bluetooth built into it, and it works great for Kamados and kettles. And it lets you be able to control your temperature just like you would in your oven. So your charcoal, wood burning Kamado or kettle or something like that, you're going to be able to control your temperature. Also, their brand new instant read thermometer. That's their higher end one. That's a rechargeable. It's got a lot of the high end features of their instant read, and also their brand new Wi-Fi 4-probe barbecue thermometer as well. So that's their complete package. Both of those packages are MSRP around $300. So you get to pick that. You also get, like I said, the Fresh Jacks 10-piece sampler and an autographed copy of my full color hard copy book, Fire and Water Cooking. So make sure you go to my website, fireandwatercooking.com. Click on the blog post, because it tells you all the things in detail that you need to do. And, it is a few things. People, I've had some people kind of complain that it was a lot to do. Well, unfortunately, I don't require anybody to purchase anything. This is all a giveaway to me. Some of the stuff I come up out of my own pocket with to actually give away this stuff, and some of it is given by the companies. And one of my agreements with those companies is that I'll get people at least like their Facebook page. So that's one of the requirements, is to make sure you like their Facebook pages. Avid Armor, Fresh Jacks, Inkbird, Anova Sous Vide, just so that they get something out of it, and as well. So there's no purchase necessary. You don't have to buy anything, but there are some requirements, because, hey, I want you to have to earn these prizes and get involved. And then I want to make sure I can track it. So one of the things you have to do is email me, and with your names on Instagram and YouTube and all that, just so we know and can verify that you did all the steps you were required to do. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you get them set up. Like I said, the drawing is going to be on the 28th at 3 p.m. Eastern time, live on my Facebook page, and it's going to be live. So one of the things you need to do is make sure you like and follow my Facebook page. So check that out. Like I said, go to the fireandwatercooking.com, click on the blog, and it's the last post there to get all the information. It's got all the links in there you need as well to be able to get that all set up, get involved in the contest. I try to do these at least once a quarter or so, sometimes once every 6 months, depending. and on how many prizes and stuff I can get my partners and some of the people I work with, companies I work with, to give away some stuff. So check that out. Make sure you get it done by the 28th so we can get you in there. And I appreciate you guys following me. I appreciate you subscribing to the YouTube channel and following me on Facebook and Instagram and all that. And I have fun doing this stuff. I really get involved in it. I like doing the podcast as well. So make sure you just do that. It kind of helps me give back to you guys, and I'll get something from my partners able to give back to you as well. All right, so let's go back into my cookbook again. And that's another thing. I haven't really talked too much on the podcast about my cookbook. It took me about 3.5 to 4 months to put this together, and I used a lot of the material I had already put together for my YouTube videos and things like that. So it really didn't take me as long as if I had to start everything from scratch. So I want to make sure that you guys know about my cookbook. And if you go to the back, if you're already at my website, fireandwatercooking.com, you can go click on the cookbook tab, and you have the ability to purchase my cookbook either through Amazon in the Kindle form or black and white paperback copy, or you can order directly from my website, either the hardcover, color copy of the hardcover, or the full color copy of the paperback, and I will personally sign them and with a personalized message, and then send them directly from me. So check that out. You can go on Amazon and kind of skim through it. They do have the you can take a peek at some of the pages on there so you can get an idea what it's all about. I have about 40 recipes in there, but most of it is going over technique, what works best, what I found over the years that works best for combining sous vide and barbecue. Kind of breaks down what sous vide is and what barbecue is, just so people aren't familiar with either one. And then it kind of goes into how to combine the two, what works best, why it works best, where I got my information from, some of the best information out there, where to find it, and all that. So I try to go into as much detail as possible and help people who are, either brand new to sous vide, or if they've already, been involved with sous vide, but maybe don't have really an idea on why things work or what they need to do to get them to work together really well. So check that out. Make sure you, if you want to get the colored copies, go ahead and order it through my website, and I'll make sure I get it personalized and signed off and sent to you right away. But check that out. I appreciate that as well. All right. So, hey, all, I want to introduce you to a company I just started working with, Fresh Jack's Organic Spices out of Jacksonville, Florida. They're a small, family-run company that's fast growing. I've tried a bunch of their different seasoning blends and spices, and I can tell you they're all fresh, all organic. None of them contain artificial flavors or sweeteners. None of them have anti-caking agents or preservatives. They all taste like they were just made for you yesterday. Check them out, guys. They're on Amazon in the link below. They have different sample packs, different blends. Like I said, and they also have the individual seasonings and spices as well. Fresh Jack's Organic Spices. Check them out, guys. I love them. One of the things I'm going to be doing in my videos going forward here is I've got a really bad back issues, and I've had them for a few years now, probably almost 20 years. And I almost went and had back surgery about 15 years ago, and I put it off. And now it's got to a point where I really got to get something done, but I have to lose some weight, or the surgeons that I'm going to, it's a neurosurgeon, and he does a minimally invasive process to my particular problem. And he advised me to lose some weight, and I decided I'm going to go into the keto style of dieting, less carbs and all that, because I've done that before and it seemed to help me out, and my body type and my metabolism and all that, it seems to work well if I restrict the carbohydrates, because I know that cuts down on a lot of the extra calories. Carbohydrates are really high in calories, And if I limit my carbs, that means I limit my calories. So it's just easier for me to do that. So you're going to see some carb or low carb or keto type friendly recipes in the future. Some of my videos. So just doing some research on YouTube and stuff. They seem to be very popular. It doesn't really matter what they're about, but if you got keto in the title, there seems to be a big demand for it. So just like with everything, I'm going to kind of take it from scratch and just kind of go over it. Some of the stuff I initially, I think I bought three different types of keto type flour. I'm going to go over that kind of stuff, almond flour, coconut flour, and a new uh, keto friendly flour that one of the flour companies makes. And we're going to take a look at that, see which one's best. So just so heads up there. And most of my stuff that I cook on the YouTube videos anyway is mostly keto friendly because it's mostly meat proteins. I don't do a whole lot of carbs or sides or anything like that in my videos, but this is going to be a little bit more focused because I'm really trying to drop some weight so I can get this back surgery done as soon as possible because it's really starting to bother me pretty bad. So just heads up, look for that. So some other things I'm going to be doing is, some more product testing and all that. One of the videos I just did and will be posted up in a week or so is on these biodegradable vacuum sealer bags. One of the things that when people first start getting into sous vide, one of their big, especially if they're worried about the environment and all that stuff, they always ask, is there a way to you get reusable bags or different, bags for using sous vide that aren't plastic, that are going to, biodegrade or they're reusable and all that. And Vesta Precision came out with these biodegradable bags not too long ago. So I'm going to try them out, see how they work. They are a little bit more expensive than regular vacuum sealer bags, but if it's something that you're looking for, we're going to try out that. Got some other products that I'm testing out. Thermoworks reached out to me and they're sending me some stuff. And one of the things I want to talk about, because I just did a video on the Breville Polyscience Hydro Pro and Hydro Pro Plus. But the Hydro Pro Plus actually has the thermometer that will actually go into the meat, and it actually will log the temperatures, the internal temperature of the meat for restaurants and food industry kitchens that need to monitor that for their health department HACCP plans. And being a home user, you don't really care about that, but it is interesting to use the probes to monitor the temperature, just see how long. There's some things you can do with the probe, like Delta T cooking that we kind of talked about a little bit when I had David Petrancic from Polyscience on, that you can use that. You can cook at a little bit higher temperature. Since you're monitoring with the probe, once your protein gets close to that temperature, you can back the temperature down, which helps you cook a little bit faster than if you were cooking at the temperature that you wanted to finish at the whole entire time. So there's some things you can do with the probes, but one of the other things I wanted to talk about is that there's a company called Thermoworks, and if you don't know who they are, they're pretty famous for their instant read thermometers and a lot of their different thermometers. They're what a lot of professional cooks use, and they're very high quality, high end thermometers and stuff. And they actually have products for sous vide as well, with a similar type needle type probe with the tape and the logging aspects and all that kind of stuff that will a professional kitchen can use to log all that stuff. So they're going to send me some stuff to try out, some of their products as well. So I'm looking forward to getting some of the stuff from Thermoworks and just see what the different options are out there for not just for the sous vide and monitoring the internal temperature, but also instant read thermometers and stuff like that. So looking forward to that as well. It's I've been, admire their stuff, but it's usually quite pricey. But then again, it's pricey for a reason. It's lasts a long time. It's high quality stuff. It's not cheap, that's for sure. But professional chefs use their stuff in professional kitchens, so I know that it's made to take a beating and to work really well. So I'm looking forward to that. Another thing I want to talk about is I just was talking to Bob Healy over at the Grill Gun the other day, and they hooked me up with a discount code, or actually, yeah, discount code for the grill gun and sous vide gun, and I'm gonna pull that up here just in case you aren't familiar with that as well. The grill gun and sous vide gun, I actually got involved with this back before the Kickstarter was even announced. I actually saw the prototype of this on another YouTube channel. It was T-Roy Cooks, and got a hold of Bob, and I actually had both Troy Smith, who is T-Roy Cooks, and Bob on the same podcast, and we kind of talked about the grill gun before it was even released as a real product. He had just put a demo together and was trying to put together his Kickstarter campaign. And I actually talked to him about making it for sous vide and making a smaller version, and that's what he actually did. He made the sous vide gun, and so now he's got the grill gun and the sous vide gun, and now it's a full-blown company. He blew through the Kickstarter really quick, and it's he's selling a lot of these now, but he gave me a discount code of 10% off, and I'll put that link in the description below. But if you visit grillblazer.com and check out the grill gun and the sous vide gun, you can use the code fire and water in the checkout, and you'll get 10% off. So high powered torches, I have both of these. The sous vide gun is great for searing sous vide cooks. You can use it to start to grill, but if I use lump charcoal, and lump charcoal will usually spark a lot, so I use the grill gun, which has a longer shaft here, so it gets you farther away from the charcoal, so you don't get any sparks on you if it starts to spark up. So you don't need to buy both of these. You can use the grill gun as well to sous vide, to sear the sous vide meats as well. But one actually works better than the other for lighting the grill. So you can check those out at grillblazer.com. Use the discount code of fire and water to get 10% off if you want. But I definitely love those products. I've had them. Like I said, I actually got to try it out when it was just a prototype, and Bob sent me, he only had a couple prototypes. He sent me one to try out, and I had to send it back to him. And I was one of the first ones to get the actual product when it came on the market. So love it. Use them all the time. The fastest way to light your grill. I can have my grill up and running and cooking within 5 or 6 minutes. And you can't really do that any other way. Can't do it with any of the lighters or anything like that. And it's a lot higher quality than some of these weed burners you see people using from Harbor Freight that cost 25 or 30 bucks. Those things are not made to last long. They're cheap, they fall apart, they rust out, they're cumbersome, they're not made well. The grill gun and the sous vide gun are made high quality, they're going to last a long time, and Bob stands behind his products, that's for sure. So they're not made to wear out in a year and you have to replace it. All right, so check out the grill gun and the sous vide gun. So the Avid Armor vacuum sealer, both their chamber vacuum sealer and their channel vacuum sealers are all back in stock. One of the things with the pandemic has happened with a lot of the stuff that's imported. They have issues getting supply, and that was even with if you guys follow me at all on my Facebook or even on here, I like the JVR VAC 100, and that's another chamber sealer, and it's kind of to me it is in between it's a commercial type chamber sealer with all the things that you would want in a commercial sealer, but it still fits in your house. And actually the price on this is actually a lot better than some of the commercial based chamber sealers as well. The VAC 100, I have, if you use my discount code Fire and Water, you get $100 off, free shipping, and they only charge sales tax if you live in New York State. So that might change down the road, but I know I've had this unit now for about 6 months and I love it. It works great. It's an oil-based pump. It's strong. It's got up to 10 preset programs I can set in there with different seal times and vacuum times and all that. So it's got a lot to offer. It's going to last a long time. It's very durable. It's a lower profile and a lot lighter than some of the others in this class or price range. And they were having issues getting these in stock as well because of the pandemic, but they've just got their order in, and they've got plenty now. So you should be able to order that. Make sure you use, if you're going to order one of these, check out my videos that I've done on these. I've done some comparisons. I've done some on the Avid armors as well. So go back to my YouTube channel and check out the reviews and stuff that I've done with the VAC 100, the Avid armors, and some of the other vacuum sealers I've done. These videos are very popular. People seem to be attracted to these lower cost chamber sealers. So they work great for so many different things. So check out the JVR VAC 100 as well. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff I've been doing. I've been getting some new products in. I've been Inkbirds also had some new products come in. They've had the new this is the thermometer here that's infrared. You can actually use it on your griddle, your grills, and your flat surfaces to see how hot they are. So if you're searing a steak and you want to make sure that your pan is 500 plus degrees, you can use your instant infrared thermometer to that for that. So these come in handy. They just came out with one of these, so I haven't even opened the package yet to test it out, but I'm going to be testing this out as well. And they came out with their brand new barbecue thermometer that's Wi-Fi and 4 probes, and it's a lot better than their older one. So they're coming out with some new products as well. So everybody seems to be continuing to come out with brand new products and all that. And innovation continues to keep going. And I like that stuff. I really get excited about new products and new things, especially in the cooking, either indoor or outdoor cooking. There just always seems to be something new coming down the pike. Make sure you check out the new Inkbird stuff. It's I'm going to be listing this. I'm going to actually do another blog post showing some of this stuff, what's available out there, some discount codes and all that after the contest. So make sure you check out my Facebook page as well. And I usually post up a lot of the stuff. My Instagram stuff gets posted on there. And I'm going to actually pull that up so you can see it as well. But make sure you like and follow my Facebook page. A lot of my information I put there before I even send it out to the groups. There's a lot of things that different pictures and stuff like that. They come over from Instagram in there. I post up a lot of different specials and stuff that some of my partners are having. So check out the Facebook page and also make sure you follow the Facebook group. I've got almost over 14,000 members of the group now. So lots of stuff interactive in there. I'm on there all the time answering questions. People are always constantly on there posting up their cooks, asking questions about times and temps and this and that. So make sure you go to the Facebook group as well. And if you go to the Facebook page, off to the side, there will actually be links to the Facebook group that's tied to it as well. So and you can also just type in fire and water cooking and do a group search and it'll pop up as well. I also have the vacuum sealer group that seems to be growing. Vacuum sealers seem to be a very popular topic anymore because there's so many new products coming out on the chamber side, on the channel side. It's amazing to me how many people are starting to catch on that they can use vacuum sealers for much more than just saving, food. They can actually use it for infusions, sous vide cooking, of course, and many other things. So I'm going to start doing some more videos showing what you can do with the chamber sealers and vacuum sealers in general. So that's about it, guys. I want to, like I said, Tina Cannon's coming on from Tina Cannon Cooks and from American Barbecue Challenge. She's the winner of that. Also, I have Derek Riches coming on. Derek Riches has been involved in barbecue for many, many years. He used to be the go-to guy in about.com on the internet. He was one of the first ones to actually just write about barbecue full time on the internet, and he's been around a long time. He does a lot of grill reviews, and he keeps his finger on the pulse of the whole outdoor cooking business and competitions and all that. And we're going to talk about a few things that he's got going on, and talk about how he got involved in barbecue and how his website has grown and all that. So he'll be on in the next couple of weeks as well. Trying to get another couple guests lined up. One of them was be Master Chef Richard Rosendale, and he's out of California. He is one of the few master chefs in the world, and has several different high quality restaurants. He does a lot of stuff. He teaches. He's got his own podcast, and we're working on getting him on as well. The International Sous Vide Association's Sous Vide Summit is going to be in August. It's going to be virtual again this year, and I'll have more information about that coming up. I know they just started selling tickets for the virtual Sous Vide Summit in August, and I'll put a link to that below. You can check that out. I think they're going to do a few different options for tickets this year. One of them, I think they're going to offer up Friday evening will be free, and there's going to be some teaser demonstrations and all that. And I think I'm going to be doing one of those as well. So check out the link for the International Sous Vide Association Sous Vide Summit below in the description as well. But that's about it, guys. Next week, I should have Ms. Tina Cannon from Tina Cannon Cooks on. We're going to talk about her career, how she started in cooking, and her journey through being going through culinary school and moving into barbecue. She's a barbecue competitor, and she's a classically trained chef. She uses many different cooking methods and styles, just like I do, and I really look forward to having her on, and we can discuss that with her, and I appreciate it. So make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Make sure you give us a review for the podcast on wherever you get your podcast from, so we can get some great reviews for the podcast. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast as well. I'll also make sure you go to the YouTube channel. You can find these podcast episodes in video format on YouTube as well. So they're always there. Whenever I do a podcast now, they are going to be there at the same time on YouTube under video format. So if you want to see some of these people that you listen to in the podcast, and you're just listening on Apple Podcast or any of that, make sure you go to my YouTube channel and you can watch these in full video. But thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next week on the Fire and Water Cooking Podcast. Take care. Like, subscribe, share. I'll see you next time.